Good morning, my dear students. I'm Reshmi teacher. In the last class, you have already learned the combination of symmetry operations. Now, let's continue with group multiplication table. So, what is a group multiplication table? Okay, just as the word indicates, it's multiplication. We are multiplying two symmetry operations. Okay, and group multiplication table represents the relation between different elements in a group. It shows us the relation between different elements in a group, and it is all represented in a table. So it is called a group multiplication table, and it consists of binary product of operations. It consists of binary product of operations. We have already learned the point groups of some simple molecules. Like you have water molecule belongs to the C2V group, acetylene in the D infinity H, ammonia in C3V point group, BF3 in D3H, tetracyanonickel ion in D4H, and benzene in D6H. So now we have to find out how many symmetry elements are there in each point group. As we have already seen, the C2V point group has 1, 2 plus 2 sigma V. So a total of 4 symmetry operations, and hence the order of the group is 4. And in D infinity H, there are infinite C2, so the order becomes infinity. In C3V, we have E, then C3 is actually rotation through 120 degree, and rotation through 240 degree is considered as another symmetry operation, and there are 3 sigma V planes. So that makes it a total of 6. So C3V point group has the order as 6. Here also similarly, here 1, here again C3 has C3, and there are 3 C2, then 3 sigma V, sigma H. So we'll get a total of 1, 3, 6, 9, and 10. So the sigma H, the order will be 10. Okay, you can count for the rest of the point groups you have already studied. Now let's move on to the construction of group multiplication table of C2V point group. Okay, you can see that at the left top corner you should write the name of the point group. Here we are studying the group multiplication table of C2V. So I have written C2V on the left top corner. Then you have to write down the symmetry operations possessed by the C2V point group in the the first row and the first column in the same order. Okay, just like this, we have identity operation E, C2, then sigma V XZ and sigma V YZ. You have to write in the same order. In the first column is E, C2, sigma V XZ and sigma V YZ. Now we will be multiplying these symmetry operations, and the binary products will be written in this area here. Okay, and here there is one thing I need to mention. We have to perform the symmetry operation in the row first and then the column. That is, if it is E into E, we have to perform the identity operation here, E on the first row into E in the column. So I'll tell next one, E into C2. When I write E into C2, that means C2 is performed first and then E. And then I should write E into sigma V XZ. That means sigma V XZ is performed first, followed by E. Okay, here sigma V YZ will be followed first, perform first followed by E. We have learned the rules in a group. There is one element which will multiply with, or which will commute with all the other elements and leave it unchanged. So multiplication by E gives us the same element. So E into E will be E, E into C2 will be C2, E into sigma V XZ will be sigma V XZ, E into sigma V YZ will be sigma V YZ. Similarly, here you have E into E, then C, C2 into E, it is C2, sigma V XZ into E, it is sigma V XZ, and sigma V YZ into E, it should be here sigma V YZ. Okay, this is the one. E C2 sigma V XZ sigma V YZ, and similarly E C2 sigma V YZ and sigma V XZ. Okay, in this particular group, C2V group, every element is its inverse. We know every element will have its inverse, and when we multiply that element into its inverse, we'll get the identity operation. So here C2 is the inverse of C2, sigma V XZ is the inverse of sigma V XZ, and sigma V YZ is the inverse of sigma V YZ. So here you can see C2 into C2 will be here E, sigma V XZ into sigma V XZ, here we should have E, and sigma V YZ into sigma V YZ should be E. So we'll have it like this. Here the diagonal will be all identity operation E. Next we have to perform C2 into sigma V XZ. So what will we do? First we have to take the water molecule, and first we will perform sigma V XZ. Okay, sigma V XZ is reflection through the reflection plane which passes through all the atoms. Okay, I have written it down in a paper and put it over here. You can see this is the second one. C2 into C2, I'll tell you this also, C2 into C2, where I have put an arrow towards the left hand side. That means first the symmetry operation on the right side is performed first, followed by the symmetry operation on the left side. Okay, so here you have C2 here, you are performing C2, that is rotation through 180 degree, and you can see here there is H1 on the left hand side and H2 on the right hand side. After rotation, the hydrogens have interchanged their positions. We have H2 on the left hand side and H1 on the right hand side. Okay, again you are rotating through 180 degree, and you have H1 on the left hand side and H2 on the right hand side. Now what will we compare? The first orientation and the last orientation. So here you have OH1H2, and here you have OH1H2. So here it is similar to identity operation being performed. So here actually we have performed two symmetry operations, but it is equivalent to performing identity operation on the molecule. So C2 into C2 can be written as E. So next one is C2 into sigma XZ. So first we have to perform sigma XZ, and the sigma XZ is the plane which passes through all the three atoms, that is oxygen and the two hydrogen atoms, and we all know that it will leave the molecule unchanged because it is passing through all the atoms. So here we have H1 on the left hand side, oxygen, H2 on the right hand side, and again now we have to perform the C2 operation, and on performing C2 operation, that is rotation through rotation through 180 degree, you can have the resultant or new orientation as H2 on the left hand side and H1 on the right hand side. Now we have to compare the first one and the last one. Here you have H1 on the left hand side, and here you have H1 on the right hand side. Okay, here there are two possibilities. We can consider that either it has been rotated through 180 degree, that is it can be either C2 or it can be sigma YZ, that is a reflection through the plane passing through oxygen alone. Okay, so there are two possibilities, and let's see the next one. here it is C2 into sigma v y z. I have missed the v here. Sigma v y z, and we have the sigma v y z is the plane passing through oxygen alone, and we have the two hydrogen atoms here. And on reflection we have the H. The first orientation was H1 was on the left hand side, and the new orientation is with H1 on the right hand side. And again we are performing the C2 rotation, that is rotation through 180-degree, and here H1 comes back to the left hand side and H2 goes to the right hand side. Okay, so this is equivalent to performing sigma v x z, sigma v x z, or we can say it is equivalent to performing nothing. That is, it may be identity operation. It can be here, it can be E, or it can be sigma x z. Okay, you please work it out. So now we know that there are two possibilities in these two. Okay, these two we have two possibilities. So now let's see the group multiplication table. So we know C2 into sigma v x z. It can be either sigma v y z, or it can be C2. We have written that. We have found out that it can be either, here you can see, it can be either sigma v y z, or it can be C2. Sigma v y z or C2. But you can see that in this particular row we already have a C2 here. And while constructing the group multiplication table, we have to take care that no element repeats either in the row or in the column. Okay, it should occur only once. So here we already have a C2. So here it will be sigma v y z. Similarly here the C2 into sigma v y z, it can be either sigma v x z, or it can be identity operation E. But we already have an identity operation E here, so the only possibility is sigma v x z. Okay, similarly you can work out the other combinations also, and you can see this is the final group multiplication table of C2V. Here there is an easy way to learn this. Only in C2V point group you can see that the diagonal is all E. Okay, and here this row you can write, we are multiplying by E, so you can write E C2 sigma V x z sigma V y z. Similarly here you can write E C2 sigma V x z and sigma V y z. Then you will only have to fill these three positions, and here these three positions. That's also easy to find out. Here we already have a sigma v x z, so here it should be sigma v y z. Here we already have a sigma v y z, so it should be sigma v x z. Okay, here you have sigma v y z, and here sigma v. Here we have sigma v x z, so here it should be sigma v y z. Here also we have sigma v y z, so here it should be sigma v x z. And the remaining positions, what is remaining is only C2. Or here two positions you have C2, here two positions you have C2. Okay, it's much symmetrical. You can see like this. If you see this diagonal, it is sigma v y z, sigma v y z, sigma v y z, and here sigma v y z. It's just the shortcut, but you don't need to by heart all these. You can try out the operations. You can multiply the operations and find the combinations yourself. Okay, thank you.